Well, we've been reporting on the Chinese economy for many, many years. Obviously, China's been one of the great growth stories of the last 25 years, extraordinary levels of growth. But people are clearly concerned about whether or not the economic reform program, the transition that China's undergoing, whether or not that's going to continue in a stable way. And I think that's behind some of the concerns you're seeing right now. And I think recently what you've seen is a lot of concern about the Chinese authorities. There's now much more concern. There's concern about whether or not, with some of the things that they've done recently with regard to the stock market or with regard to the currency, there's a lot of concern about whether or not they really have the kind of grip on the economy that I think people thought they had. So China is really probably the single biggest economic issue I think facing the world right now, and that's why we spend a lot of time reporting on it. I do think the biggest question is going to continues to be around China. And look, China was growing at 10, 11, 12% a year for a very long time. We've seen it. 2015, the growth rate was down to 6.9. According to the IMF, it's only going to grow around 6 in the course of the next couple of years. And there's some doubt about whether or not those numbers are accurate even, and whether or not growth may be slower than that. So I think, look, China has been the source of so much demand for commodities, so much, so much the source of growth in the economy for the last 10 years or so. I think as that slows down, as China reforms its economy, moves to a slower, long-term sustainable rate of growth, I think people are going to worry about what impact that has on the rest of the world. So I think China is going to be the big concern.